But the fact that the ratings from Caitlin Clark's series to the series fell off a cliff, it should surprise no one. I'm watching the Indiana Fever game. I'm just waiting on Caitlin Clark to catch the basketball. AJ Wilson has went crazy over the lack of viewership since Caitlin Clark's exit from the playoffs. I'm gonna go out there, and I'm gonna try to be the best. And I get y'all saying best player in the world. That's great. She went for an interview and said this year is more the year that I've seen anyone call my game boring than it's ever been. I'm like, okay, cool. Whatever. Aya Wilson has went crazy over the lack of viewership since Caitlin Clark's exit from the playoffs. Aya Wilson would rather play with more freedom, with fans not bothering too much about the sport. And that's exactly what she got when the Fever got eliminated. Nobody was interested in the playoffs anymore. Let's just say the ratings aren't the same with Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever now eliminated Game 1 of the Aces Liberty matchup on Sunday. Jewel, an average of 929,000 viewers, was down nearly 50% from last Sunday's Fever Sun contest. By the way, not only was viewership down, but attendance was as well. Caitlin Clark's effect has led to game after game viewership dropping while she sat at home and watched everything unfolding. I think she will be laughing at this mess. They could have had the highest viewed playoff final. But nope, all I gotta say is she's lucky this UConn team isn't healthy, and that's a true statement. That's wrong, Molly. Monica, that's wrong, Molly. Molly's top players, Molly major injury. You would not be saying that if it wasn't UConn major stars not playing. It's her against Caitlin Clark. Ain't no excuses you got there. Wait a minute. And oh no, did I want to hear that? Now let me tell you, if George Brown gets back in the mix, I'm gonna be insufferable. I'm just telling, if Paige Becker's son basically missed 2 seasons, I don't know if we'd be talking about Caitlin Clark the way we are now. Now we get to see a New York Liberty versus Minnesota Lynx final. I can't even name one player on any of them teams. The final is set to have the worst viewership out of every game in the playoffs thus far. How does the WNBA even let this happen? There's a reason 12 million people are watching ESPN for a game. If that game was on CBS, they probably would have had 25-30 million people watching that game. The WNBA are lost without Caitlin Clark, and it's very clear to see they really tried to deny the Caitlin effect and said it wasn't a thing. Now they are realizing it within every moment that goes by without Caitlin. The WNBA has become unwatchable once again. It looks like we're not going to be seeing Caitlin Clark play basketball again for another 200 days. An ESPN reporter said at the end of the Indiana Fever Connecticut Sun game 2 that Caitlin Clark almost definitely will not be playing basketball this offseason. Oh no overseas. And number 3 on point 3, unrivaled league A'ja Wilson. And the Las Vegas Aces have been a dominant force throughout the WNBA season. Thank you.